Angie's just having a paddy. You all right there, girl?
I've got the headphones on, listen to the sound. And that break was so loud in my ears.
So that normally happens when you put headphones on. You hear things.
Yeah. Simon's just popped off for the break, so this is Ange Williams, the better half of Mr. Pete Williams. Just sitting in for a moment.
Saigon, it's in China, mate.
Good call, Tone.
Yeah, Angie's commentating now. Sai's gone to blow his nose, courtesy of Mr. The Valley.
Simon was saying, is that you I can hear sniffing? It's always good to know what it sounds like from the other end, as it were.
We've had a text saying it's going to be a long night, but I love it, whoever that was from. Stick your name on, we'll mention you. Unless you pull God 147 or whatever it is. Forget now. Oh, I don't even want to go down that road. I've just been asked if I know who Paulie Call is. No. Is the answer.
Darren and Imran look like they've got a bit of a flow on now, haven't they?
Excuse you. Yeah, they do. Dry bait, we couldn't believe it, how hard he hit it.
And they're all on again.
Yep.
Darren and Imran seem to have a second spring in their step almost. I think if you look at the score without the start, we're actually 7-6.
Yeah.
So the guys are, they're still massively in it. Key shot for Karl here. Can he miss the 4? Looks like he can go around the back with a bit of side just to bring it out for the 2. Yeah, he's played that nice. Misses the 9. I think he may have come up.
Just been told that last test short. Was from Andy Appleton. Well done. Nice to know someone's out there listening to us.
Mr. Dogged. How are you doing, sir? He'll be sat on the sofa with his cup of tea. Just finished his curry.
His smoking jacket.
Absolutely.
His pipe.
Pair of slippers.
Pair of slippers. And we got one from Tony Appleton now. What's it say?
2 dry breaks, 1 scratch, and 2 gifted breaks between the difference in this third of the match.
Well, we've just had an email from Tony, who's provided a more comprehensive report on the match than we have. Well done, mate. I'll read it out, so I'm going to read it.
Lucky against Scott Si. Enjoying the game from Chris Buckmaster.
Oh, cheers, Chris. If I'd have turned up at the beginning, mate, it might have been a different match, but we tried to make a game of it at the end. But thanks, mate.
Pete's going to exit the box now to go and sort out his rather gay ringtone on his phone.
A bit of action on the phones at the moment.
Yeah.
It'll be Andy in bits about the fact that we've told everybody he wears a smoking jacket. Sorry, pal. It's true, though, isn't it?
You'll have Tink in one corner with Agent Provocateur on, and
I think
he's in the
Tink's
other
probably
corner
left the
with
room at this
smoking
stage.
jacket.
We love your dog.
Woof woof.
It's a good shot from Karl. 2 rails come out for 6. This rack should be all over. It's a bit of a momentum swing. I think Darren and Imran are building a bit of steam. Or building up a bit of steam. It's probably the phrase I was looking for.
I think what'll be interesting is we're only 2 frames away from taking a short break.
What is the interval situation? Is it after a certain number of racks or?
15, yeah,
Okay.
15 minutes. We're going to take a short interval, and we saw this last week actually.
And for the viewers watching over the net, how long is the interval for?
We haven't decided yet. So we'll probably have a quick chat with the players.
We'll get back to you on that, folks.
Yeah. We're not making this up as we go along, honest.
No, it's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what the plan is, but somebody's
listen,
got a plan.
It's like the A-team. I just love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, that's good, Clarence. I think the key ball
13th.
Lewis came out like a man possessed. Andy, in fairness, he went off the ball a bit for that part of the match. And it was a real. Hold on, someone can't repeat. Someone's put the microphone down.
Tony's been distracted by a humorous text from somewhere. You going to share that one with us, pal?
Off mic, yeah.
It's from his mum.
Well, apparently that went out live anyway, so there you go. Cheers, Andy.
So we probably legally need to apologise to any underage viewers there.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well, one of our viewers tonight is Ben Moore, and unfortunately he can't hear what we're saying because he's got a Dusty Springfield tribute act 5 foot away from him. So
Yeah, but Ben, in fairness, mate, we heard you were a fan, and we thought we'd just try and make your viewing experience that little more pleasurable.
Dusty Springfield.
Legend Dusty, though, to be fair. I can see the attraction.
Why? What did he ever do?
In my back to the pool. It's a clever push out from Darren there. He's asked a question a little bit here. I'm not sure you can see the expressions on camera, but there's a bit of banter going on between the players. I'm not sure what they're laughing and joking about, but it's.
How many men's it takes to pot pool ball jokes? Oh, I'm getting harassed by the director again.
I do find it quite amusing how we've got 4 of the best pool players in the country, but unfortunately one of them has probably the worst dress sense I've seen.
Well, we look like we've got 3 professional pool players.
I think Darren just heard me there.
And a dog waller. To be perfectly fair.
Darren's had enough. He's just seen Chris's T-shirt. He's had to take a breather.
It's lucky we haven't got a glitter ball in this room because I don't know what I'd like.
I don't think he could play if there was a glitter ball in. Too distracted. Shall we ask him? Maybe the interval line.
Maybe at the interval, yeah.
So Chris has got a problem here. He can chip off the side of the 1, try and career the 1 into the 6, but can he miss the 10 ball?
Well, it's called safe, so let's see what he plays.
Yeah, that was the problem. You see, the 10 was a fairly big ball there. I think it's absolutely the right shot. He's probably just come up with it thick.
What do you think, chance of 3 foul ball coming in here? Balls all the time.
Well, there's, yeah. We've got 3 or 4 clusters. I think the banter really was that they forgot whose shot it was.
Right.
I think the way the balls are split here, I think there's every chance we'd be looking at 3 fouls.
Yeah, I
especially
think so.
that shot from Imran. He's really got Karl in a lot of trouble.
I mean, in fairness, I mean, it's an easy kick out, but it's where it's left.
I'm not sure he can get it safe, so we can go 2 rails and try and chip off the left-hand side of the one as we look at it now, and send the cue ball back down this end of the table. But the trouble there is he's going to hit the 3 if he plays that shot and leave the 1 towards the back.
What iron do you think he'll be chipping with?
I'll be back in a minute. It's hard to look at that T-shirt, Darren, sure. I'm surprised you can play with that T-shirt, mate. Could have made an effort, couldn't he?
Well, but he did make an effort.
Darren just popped over for a quick chat. He's in bits with Chris's T-shirt, unfortunately. Interesting comment from Darren, and he made reference to the fact that the table's quite slidey.
Yeah.
Because of the new cloth, the ball has a tendency to, it doesn't bite as much off the rails, so you have a skidding effect almost, which widens the angle.
I mean, the cloth's been on now for, but it's probably the downside. We didn't allow many people to play on it in the last week in between the 2 matches. It's still settling in. Oh, he might get
Well, he's had a result. He's had a result. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the table that these guys are playing on, it's got 1 shim or 2? 1 shim.
1 shim.
But unfortunately, the fact that the cloth's new kind of almost eliminates the fact that there's a shim on the pocket, because you still get the skid and the slide, which almost opens the pocket up.
Yeah. In fairness,
I think 2 shims with new cloth I think that's about perfect.
Yeah, we weren't sure when we had the rails off. BCE actually put their pockets slightly different to the other tables we've got in the club.
They are a little tighter, I must admit. Yeah, a little tighter.
I mean, we've
They're cut a bit narrower than, say, Sam or Brunswick. They don't take the balls as much, like.
No. And we looked at putting 2 shims on, but it would have got to a stage where it would have made it very hard. Probably not friendly to watch on TV, and misses. So.
I know when Darren first moved up to Barnsley, he had 2 shims put on the match table up there.
Oh, it's a nightmare table.
And there's pretty much only Darren really that could play well on it. It's one of those tables that, if you're not completely buzzing, flying, that you're going to get shown up.
I'm playing a game of straight ball on there, having a high run of 6.
That's quite good for you, isn't it, Tony?
It's not bad, 6 balls in a row. Nearly a frame winner.
The text will be rolling in now for Tony Weaver challenge matches. Straight ball.
High run of 6. Get John Schmidt over here.
Oh, we've got a text from John now. Bring your checkbook, sir.
I thought he said, bring your checkbook, knit. I mean, you got a tissue or something? You are a woman. Yeah. Oh, look, there you go. Is this by magic?
So have we gone a bit quiet on the text again? What's happening with the text?
Peace had to go and take his phone out of the arena because it's got a girly ringtone on it and he's getting embarrassed.
Well, let's get some. Shall we get some opinions from the floor? Those people that are out there.
Yeah, let's get a...
What a
These two are now in hysterics. I hand it back over.
Do you know, Andrew, you don't
That's a
talk
great shot from
regally.
Imran. Great shot.
Sound like the Queen talk. No, hand you back over.
That's really opened the rack up for Darren Imran here. I think Darren's looking at chipping off the side of the 2, just missing the 6, and coming up to the 2 rails at the top. And obviously leave the 2 on the bottom cushion. I think he's also maybe looking at trying to carom the 9 into the side. Leave the 2 on the side rail. There's a bit of debate at the moment as to do they attack or do they defend.
I think you've got to defend all the way from her.
Yeah, I agree completely.
There's no value at this level when you've got players that are that capable.
I think that the carom's such a tough shot, and no guarantees of landing perfect on the 2 that maybe the risk outweighs the benefit, to be honest. It's not the best shot Darren's ever played. He's left. It's a tough 2.
On the table, he's got, you know, the ability to run out from there.
I think the shot here, Tony, is almost to come off the right-hand side of the 2 with extreme left English, to come 4 rails, to come up behind the 3, leave the 2 near the 4. Karl's looking at trying to chip it in with a bit of right-hand side. Can he miss the 5er coming up the table to stay on the 3? Choices.
Choices. Well, I mean, you know, using extreme English.
I like the way that sounds.
Extreme English.
It sounds like a Japanese game show.
Yeah. Bonza. Oh dear.
Dear me.
Why aren't we working
I won't give up my day job, I promise.
No. Sky Sports won't be knocking down our door.
I think Sid Waddell's petrified right now. It looks like Karl's trying to attack this 2. It's a good shot.
Has he left it?
Well, it's not come out great, but again, he's left Chris options in terms of safety. I'm not sure he can chip the 3 in the middle.
With his sandwich.
I think it's more a pitching wedge, to be fair, mate.
No.
So I'll go with you on this one.
Well, you know, I'm an expert on loft elevation.
About time you had a drink, sir. Are you driving tonight, isn't it? Is that the...
Yeah, I'm driving tonight, so I'm
Okay.
teetotal, Tony. Kind of a new occurrence for me, really, when it involves pool. But because, as you know, I normally hold court at the bar.
I'm sure they miss you when you're not around, actually, mate. That's,
Well, the till does.
so I've heard you're running a 9-ball event here. Is it weekly or?
Yeah, every Wednesday night, £6 open, handicapped. We've been really lucky. Normally, handicapping events can be a bit difficult, especially when you get people who say, "Oh, it's not a fair handicap," so on and so forth. But we've had 6 weeks now where we've had 6 different finalists.
So how do you do your handicap system? Is it rack start? Is it
It's
balls given away?
It's
or?
a rack start based on a scoreline between 0 and 150.
Okay.
Weighted towards the top end for the better players, and whatever the difference is, that equates to your rack start. So, for example,
that's quite a complicated system. Give us a working example. So if I was to play you, what would you? How would that work then?
Okay, we can't use each other because.
All right. So let's say. All right.
But
Let's
say if you played someone who was just an average club player,
Okay.
because you're on the GB9, you start at 100 points.
Okay.
They would start at 40 points.
Okay.
So there's
60
a 60-point difference. and that would probably equate to them getting a 3 to 4 rack start. I don't know without looking at my handicap guide.
So you've got a system chart.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the beauty of it is, there are a couple of people in there that are not perfectly handicapped, but we've had a different winner for 6 weeks straight, different finalists for 6 weeks straight, and 2 of the winners, one was a 13-year-old lad who's a local in the club, and we've also had the Junior World Masters champion lose. Good shot, Jim.
Back on the table, Jim's just played a tremendous kick. Absolutely tremendous. He's had to nip that in with a bit of side as well.
Apparently we're like cannon and ball. Shot.
Is that from Doggington's again?
That's from Doggington, Atomic at matchplay.eu, and I'll get in touch with you Monday about it. Thanks.
Yeah, Imran's breaking really well here, but he's not making any balls.
I know it looks deceiving on TV, but there's actually plenty of room to get that cue ball in and out past the
he can
3.
nip it. I think the trick,
I think he might
why
exceed
he's
near
giving
the
it so
7.
much attention. I think he's trying to miss the 3.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That may poke itself out.
Yeah.
Now then, that's the first real tactical error Karl's made all match, to be honest. It's been pretty strong. I think, in fairness, I think Karl and Chris have actually played better in this little session. If Imran and Darren can come out sort of 15-8, 15-9, I think that they'll actually take that, because they didn't sort of click early on through a little bit of bad form, possibly a couple of tactical mistakes, and great play from Karl and Chris, in fairness.
Yeah, this is a long match. There's loads left in it.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Mick Hill, brilliant comment. In fact, I think Mick's best comment was actually, are you a tourist or are you a contender?
Oh dear. We nearly didn't recognise him last week on the.
He's lost a lot of weight, hasn't he?
TV. Yeah,
He
he
well.
lost a load of weight. He's been following my diet guidelines.
I don't know how to answer that one, pal. That's a good shot from Imran. I think it's the tee's gone a little bit. Not sure we need to get that close to the pocket there, because he may have left a jump here for Chris. And I think where the 3 is, he's almost nailed to get shape on it. I'm still thinking about the idea of your diet book, mate. I'm captivated by that.
Well, you know, I think it'd be a bestseller. Proofs in the.
Proofs in the pudding. Oh, you can't write material like this, can you?
All right, Chris has just pulled out a jump cue that I've never seen before. Two-ended. You seen that before? A two-ended jump cue. It's jump cue. Oh, Pete, there's one for your village shop. Melling's just pulled out a two-ended jump cue.
A double-ended what?
Jump.
Right.
It's not. Jump cue. One's got a fat in it.
Oh, right. Who's that made by then? Yes, I do.
Yeah, but you'll walk on for Oh, there.
So, having a good evening, Sha? She says yes now. I've moved the mic away from her face.
What was the question?
I asked if she was having a good night.
Trying to get drunk.
That won't be hard. I seem to remember a certain bar with 2 Malibu and pineapples and... was it Malibu and pineapple? It's where Kanye and all of us were hanging out 3 weeks ago. Beautiful part of London called Shepherd's Bush. I don't know. You see, I know who's hooked on that. What I've gone for the pop myself.
Yes. Tony's method of commentary is... No. Anyway, he did the best he could there, to be fair.
Yeah.
Where it was.
You know, you're going to leave this unlocked?
What's she got to leave unlocked?
Her phone. I think what we'll do is I'm going to look at photo file.
I must say, you know, whilst I'm on the mic tone,
Yep.
thanks very much for all your text messages. It's been quite ingenious, actually. Whoever came up with that idea,
Yeah,
that's been quite good. I think I'm going to rent a premium line next time, though.
definitely. We should actually try and get some live web chat.
There is a live web chat function
Well, we should do
on the
that.
player. Yeah.
Because we've
You
got...
guys that are watching it, if you scroll just below where the video is, there's a button that says live chat. Click on that, enter a username. You don't need a password, and just hit connect. Then you can all chat amongst yourselves as well.
Can we see that?
Yeah, we can see that. Yeah.
Mr. Director, can we see that? How can you be concentrating? You've got one
That's a
mouse
good hit there
button to
from Chris.
press.
A good hit, but he's left it on, so I think there's a 2-9 combo here for
Yeah.
Darren to take on. I'm thinking here that we could well be in for quite a long night. I think originally the players' tone were due to play with a referee and a shot clock, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
But we couldn't find a clock.
But we did actually have, in fairness, we had the offers of a referee. But we just couldn't find the clock. What's that?
had actually spoken to Michaela Town. Michaela said she would have come down. Yeah. Well, we would have had to have paid for her, but she said she would have done it if she'd have been given enough notice. I think Tone Weaver has finally lost the plot. He's got a severe case of the giggles now.
And he's sober.
Yeah, true, yeah. Actually, give him some beer.
Think Michaela could have found a clock?
I think for the kind of money that she was asking for, she'd have brought one with her. Well, there's supposed to be a shot clock, yeah. You in a minute.
Oh, guys, I apologise if I'm upsetting your commentary. I'm sorry.
That's right. Simon Whitlow will be back now. That's surely going to make it more serious.
My partner in crime. I'm Batman, he's Robin.
To be fair, though, there hasn't been much at the moment to commentate on.
No.
It's been quite slow going, unfortunately.
It started off quite fast-paced and very jokey between everybody, but...
Yeah, Karl and Chris went into a 5-0 lead quite quickly.
Oh, dear. No, in seriousness.
I think we'll try and bring it back to some kind of seriousness now. He's got snooker beyond the black ball here, as you can see, and it's Karl to take the shot. Oh no, you might be able to see it. Looking at the second camera angle there, it looks like you might be able to hit the three. I don't think you can hit it potting angle size, so might be looking at a safety here. Bank or safety, Tone?
Safety all day long.
Where's he going to put the cue ball?
Ooh, I wonder.
He could get to the potting angle. He could get to the potting angle. Good shot.
I told you, pot all day long. In seriousness, no. I'd have played the safety. That's because he's 2 times 8-ball world champion, and I'm not.
And that's why Karl played the shot.
Tony, I don't think it's quite Cannon and Ball. I think it's more the Chuckle Brothers myself.
Right, we've got Shirley and Annette
We've
back
been
with
told
us.
we need to be a bit more serious here, Tony.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to excuse myself.
Really? You want to be careful, mate.
Badly curry now.
Yeah, and I can smell.
Well, there's some. Hang on a minute. There's some shenanigans in the commentary box at the moment. Why don't we swap over? There's a break at 15. Yeah.
What's happened here? We've gone away for a curry and we've come back and 13-7 now. Come on, pull your finger out, boys here.
While me and Mr. Whitlow commentate,
Cannon and Ball.
we've had 50 emails, which is 49 more than you.
Well, I mean, you were asking about what colour underwear they wore, Tony.
Really? Are we gonna? Was that a question for Karl? No, was it for you?
Wait, Tony was
Oh, Mr. Weaver.
inquiring.